ease back towards your heels as you let your arms, your head, and your chest come down towards the ground. I don't need to stay in this position because it's hard to hear me, but I think we all get the idea of what child's pose is. And, you know, if the heat is of relevance to you, right, if you're where it is hot, you know, the child's pose is a cooling breath. The child's pose really is a comforting and a cooling pose, is what I meant to say, posture for you if you can learn to relax into it and slow down your breath just a little bit. So while it might not be a physically challenging posture, there's quite a bit of discipline in getting the most out of the pose by letting the breath really dictate the experience for you. Sometimes when we come in a child's pose, it's nice to kind of squiggle a little bit left and right somewhat in your hips. That's a good way to get into the hip sockets a little tiny bit, and a good way to start to loosen up and warm up your back. Ideally, your head is resting on something, whether it's your hands, right? You can stack your hands, or you can maybe get something, a pillow or something to let the head rest on for just a few moments. But I do want you to slow down and control your breathing. It has a huge effect on the body. Neuromuscularly, your whole nervous system gets nurtured and nourished with breathing. And then certainly your body starts to get a lot more oxygen, certainly where it's going to need it, as we will start to bring ourselves up at some point, and support ourselves and such, engaging our muscles and whatnot. So yeah, that's what we're here to do. So a few more breaths, practicing like we are not in any rush, and kind of embracing your new surroundings a little bit. I think a lot of us are discovering like what yoga and other things that we do and how we can make it work in our homes or wherever it is we are. As we're so used to taking a lot of what we're doing, which is familiar here, and kind of changing the setting somewhat. And I think that's a cool experience. We might as well embrace something a little different, because it's just a little different nowadays. Just a little different out there. So take about 3 more breaths here. Perhaps finding a little bit more ease in your shoulders, your knees, your ankles, your feet. These different parts of our bodies that we can consider, pay attention to in our practice. So let's reach our arms out in front of us. So I want you to extend your arms long. Stay in child's pose, but reach out in front and press the palms of your hands into the mat in front of you. So your arms are engaged a bit, as if you're pushing your hips a little bit closer towards your heels. It's called extended child's pose. Take a fuller breath here, a fuller, deeper breath here. And then let's on to the next inhale, lift yourself up so that you're on your hands and your knees. So I want you to come all the way forward over your wrist. So notice my shoulders are over my wrists. My knees are a little bit behind my hips. It's a bit of a supported plank position here. Let your hips drop just a little forward and lift your chest up. Start to stretch the front part of the belly. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, shift your weight back towards your heels, back towards that extended child's pose. And then inhale, breathing again. Lift your hips up and continue taking your body weight all the way into your arms. Allow your hips to drop down a bit. Keep your shoulders down, let your chest be open, and then exhale, breathing, shift back. So we'll take a couple more of these movements, starting to warm up into the spine a bit, and certainly into the hips and even into the arms. Okay? Exhale, bring it back to your child's pose. And then one more time, inhale, breathing, shift forward, a bit into this supported up dog here. And exhale, breathing, take it on back. Well done. Nice. And let's inhale, come back up to our hands and our knees. And this time, walk your knees a little bit forward so that they are underneath your hips here. and take side cats and cows. It's a really nice feeling. So take your ribs, jut them out to one side and then to the other side. So you're going left and right instead of up and down or forward and back with the torso. And really make a point of shifting your rib cage out to the side, and that gives you such a nice stretch to the intercostal muscles. You can make this gentle, but you can also make it fairly deep. I want you to find a little bit of depth into those muscles, and that just facilitates a little bit more of an easier breath. Well done. One more time to each side, left and right. Beautiful. And then settle back to the center. Bring your knees in a little closer together, and inhale, breathing, lift your right leg up into the air behind you. Exhale, breathing, bring the knee to your nose, drop your head in. Good. Inhale, breathing, extend the leg, and exhale, breathing, and pull it in. Starting to build some strength into your arms. Inhale, extend, very good. Exhale, pull it in. And one more time, inhale, extend. And exhale, pull it in and step the foot up in between your hands. So take your right foot, bring it up in between your hands. You can inchworm your left knee back a little bit if you'd like. Bring your chest forward, lift it up a bit while the hips drop down and forward, giving you a little bit more of a hip stretch. Keep your left hand on the floor, pick up your right arm and open up and twist. So your right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Keep your right knee pointing forward and push down a bit through your right big toe as you turn your rib cage towards your front knee and you get the twist into your spine. Beautiful. Bring your right hand back down to the floor. Take your right leg and bring it back up into the air behind you. And now take your left arm and reach back forward for spinal balance. Left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Draw your belly in, push down through your arms, keep your ribs in, right? And manage your breath. So the body is doing what the body's going to do based on instruction or experience or how you're feeling today. But what makes it unique and relevant to the moment is the breathing that you bring to this moment, to this stretch, this ability to hold the strength into your body. One more breath here. And then release the hand and the knee down. Maybe shake out your tail just a little tiny bit. So here we go. Other side, take your left leg and lift it up into the air. Okay? Pull your belly in so that you're not collapsing into your back. You should feel your back muscles engaged without the spine swaying. Take another inhale. And now exhale, bring the knee towards your nose. Drop your head a bit. Inhale, breathing, extend the leg out. Exhale, breathing. Bring the knee to the nose. Good. Inhale, extend. And exhale, squeeze in. Nice. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze it in and step the foot up in between your hands. Good. So your left foot is forward in a lunge in between your hands, most likely on your fingertips. If you're flexible enough, you have the palms of your hands flat on the floor. Let the hips drop down and forward. Keep the chest lifted. Your back foot, your toes can be tucked, as I'm doing here, or the top of the foot can be flat on the floor, depending on what you want. Keep your right fingertips down and pick up your left arm and turn, twist. Turn your chest, move your torso. Take your right rib cage towards your left knee and stretch your left arm up. Create space from the tips of your fingers on one hand to the other hand, maybe looking up if that's okay with your neck. And now take your left hand back down on the floor. Take your left leg, bring it back up behind you. So lift it up where we were. And now the right arm comes forward into spinal balance. So your left leg is behind you. Your right leg is reaching. Yeah, your right arm is reaching forward. And we're breathing. Nice, Kathy. Nice video. Good. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. You don't have to pick up your head so much. Well done. You can keep your chin in somewhat of a neutral position here. Pull your ribs in. Good, Kevin. Make sure you're breathing. Very nice. And then release the hand. And again, the knee down to the floor. Kind of shake out the tail just a bit. Downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and let your backside body start to stretch and open up. Tailbone reaches up into the air. Well done. Spread the fingers fairly wide, and for most of us, we'll feel the challenge in our shoulders a bit. Sometimes tight shoulders creates a little bit too much forward weight in your down dog. And you actually want to push the weight a little bit more back towards your legs without walking your hands and your feet closer to each other. Very easy to breathe in your downward facing dog. So please take advantage of that. Your side and your back body can open up. Let the head and the neck relax. Well done. Take one more breath here. Very nice. And then begin to look forward and walk or either jump your feet up to the top of your mat. Come to the top of the mat in a standing forward fold. Bend your knees a little tiny bit, grab your elbows and dangle. Let your head and your chest hang. Let your back open up. Elbow lifts up into the air. You can sway a little bit to the left and to the right side. Another cooling posture for the body is the forward fold. We won't be doing a lot of backward bending as that generates a lot of heat. Nice, Leslie, in the body. Softness to your knees will be really friendly for your back. And then learn or practice surrendering your spine, your low back, your ribs, your lungs, your heart. Let them weigh heavy. Even let your head weigh heavy. Opening up and releasing your neck. Very nice. One more breath here. Good. Place your hands on your shins and push your legs back, pushing your chest forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Half lift up here. And then exhale, drop it down just for a second. Good. And now inhale to stand. Come all the way up and circle your arms up over your head as you do so. Place your palms together and bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, breathing, reach your arms up over your head. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and lean your body over to the right. Push your left heel down into the floor and give space to the left side of the body. Keep the chin up away from your chest. If you want to turn your head towards your left arm, you can do so. Keep your left foot pressed down into the ground. Come up and switch sides, please. Reach up and grab your right wrist with your left hand and lean to the left. Push down through the right heel a bit and let the right side body open up. Give it some breath. Chin away from the chest. Well done. And then back up to the center. And again, bring your hands to your heart center. Very nice. Let's take our right leg and step it back. So we're in a wide, you're going to face the side of your mat in what we call a wide-legged stance here. Let's take our hands behind us and interlace the fingers. So your hands are interlaced pretty much up to the knuckles. Your palms don't have to touch. And we'll take a forward fold. Let your head and your chest come down. Pull your knuckles off your low back. And let your whole upper body come down. So a really deeper experience into a forward fold here. Take the tailbone, lift it up into the air. Allow your inner thighs to open up, as well as your hamstrings and the back side of your body. Well done. Put your hands down on the floor and push into the floor so you're lifting your chest up. So, walk to your right leg, turn your right toes towards the back of your mat so you're in a runner's lunge with your right leg forward. Put your left knee down on the floor, lift up, low lunge. Inhale, breathing. Lift up from here. Side body gets very long as the hip flexors start to open up onto your left side. Good. Have your hips forward and down a bit and take your upper body in the opposite direction. Lift your heart a bit. Reach through your fingertips. Well done. Place your hands down on the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot a little bit over to the right. Keep your right knee over your right ankle. For lizard, you may very well stay on your hands, which is what I'm doing. For some, they can come down to their forearms or their elbows. If that's for you, that's fine. Let your hips be heavy, but support your upper body as you feel the need to. Allowing the weight to come down into kind of the center part of your body is a great way to open up your hips. Space into the hips, and then bring some breath into the experience. Every time you take a new shape into your body, greet it with some breathing, with some pranayama. Now more than ever, really so essential to really learn the power of the breath and the healing qualities of the breath. Don't discount that. One more breath here. If you're on your elbows, come back onto your hands. Tuck your left toes under behind you. Lift your left knee up off the floor. And now come back to the center. So you're back in a wide-legged, standing forward fold. Take your hands, turn them the other way so they're pointing behind you, and walk your hands as far back through your legs as they'll go. Dropping your head and your chest down. Power up your legs. A very strong variation to this posture. A Prasarita pose. Tail lifting up into the air. Very nice. Very nice. Leg muscles start to engage. If you have to bend your knees a bit, so be it. Relax the head, relax the neck, and use your arms. Feel as if you're trying to pull the floor towards you. Very nice. One more breath here. Good. And then inhale, breathing. Look forward again. Walk your hands back forward under your shoulders. And now we're going to the left leg. So walk towards your left leg, turn your left toes forward, and put your right knee down on the floor. Low crescent lunge on this side, lift up. So again, your back toes, my back toes here are tucked. If you prefer, you can have your foot flat on the floor, depending on the stretch you want. And sometimes it depends on the comfort of the back knee, sometimes depending on what's going to make the back knee feel good. Then do that, and reach up. Soften the face, find your breath. This pose, this moment, this time for yoga. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Nice. And then here we go for lizard. Put your hands down on the inside part of your left foot. You can walk the leg out a bit to the left. And then you drop down, whether again, I'm going to stay on my hands. Some of you might want to come down to your forearms. That's fine. And just allow weight to go into your hips and allow the natural weight of the hips to take you a little bit deeper into the position. Start to get into your body a bit. And sometimes the body responds. Sometimes the body has information for you. Maybe something new or something different. Something perhaps you should back off of. Or maybe today is the day to get a little deeper into it. Hips down, a couple more breaths here. One more breath. Come back onto your hands. Here we go. Tuck your right toes under. Pick up your right knee into the runner's lunge. And then once again, turn yourself back to the center. Good. From here, place your hands on your hips and bring yourself up to a stand. So we're standing with our legs wide. Going to warrior 2 pose. Take your left toes, turn them towards the front of the mat. Slide your right heel back a bit. Bend your left leg, reach your arms out to the side. Your classic warrior posture, warrior 2 pose. Very nice. So bend down into your left leg. Take your arms out parallel, good Kathy, to the floor. These are very cool camera angles today. I am liking this. We're very creative, I must say. And now make sure you're breathing in and out through your nose. Good. Reaching fingertip, good Peggy, to fingertip. Relax the neck and the head. Take the tentativeness out of the posture. Give yourself the day off of wondering if I'm doing it right. You showed up and you get points for that. Now breathe, breathe, and hold this. Just holding this for a little while is quite a bit of work. So now in your reverse warrior, turn your left palm up and lean back. Good Kathy, take your upper body and lean it back. Push down a little bit deeper into the front leg and lift up through that top armpit. So you're taking the arm away from your leg. Keep your back leg engaged. Beautiful. Come back to warrior two pose, extended side angle. Place your left forearm down on your left thigh so you're leaning towards your left leg and reach your right arm up over your head. Good. Having your palm face down, push through your right foot. Make sure your head and your neck is in a comfortable position. You can probably find a little bit more lunginess of that. Lunginess into the posture because of the way your spine is in relationship to your legs. Breathe. Breathe and open up. Don't find or acknowledge the limitations, but honor the space and acknowledge the space that your body is giving you. That's the freedom. That's what makes us want to do more yoga. But come back to warrior two pose. Very nice. And straighten out your left leg. Good. Let's take this to the other side. Hold your arms there and just switch your feet. So now your right toes turn and the left heel slides back, and you got leg. Good. Dropping down, eye gaze over your right fingertips, arms parallel to the floor. Put the weight to the outside of your both feet. Your warrior two pose. Good. Both feet flat on the floor, palms facing down. Soften your wrists a little bit. Nice, Gloria. Yeah, soften your wrists, soften your shoulders. Good, Randy. Good. And now control the breath. Control the breath. Very nice, Marilyn. Good. In and out through the nose. Good, Kathy. Couple more breaths here. All right. Triceps lift up. I know it's a good one. Hold a warrior lunge. You'll get strong in your lower body. Turn your right palm to face up. Reverse the warrior. Lean back. Lean away from your front leg. Push into your front foot. Good, Leslie. And lift all the way up into that side of the body. Good. Side bending. Beautiful. Come back to warrior two. And then extended side angle. Take your right forearm. Place it on your right thigh. Now, it's somewhat resting on it, but it's not like all of your weight is resting. Just a little bit of body weight. Just a good way to get a little bit deeper into the hip and to create a much longer, leaner line on the left side of the body. Good. Push through the outside of your left foot. Drop down into your right heel. And then inhale, lift back up to warrior two pose. Well done. And straighten out your right leg. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Again, turn all of your toes into the wide-legged stance here just for a moment. Good. And inhale, breathing, lift your arms up over your head. Exhale, breathing, take a forward fold, come down. Inhale, breathing, take your half lift, so dig into your fingertips, lift your chest up, and now turn towards your left leg, come into the runner's lunge, turn your left toes towards the front of your mat, pick up your left arm, open up, take a twist. And then vinyasa. So take your hand down, step your left leg back to your right leg in plank pose, and lower down to the floor. Release the tops of your feet. Inhale, breathing, cobra pose. Lift your chest up, and then back to downward facing dog. Lower down, tuck your toes, lift yourself up, and back to down dog. 5 breaths here. Down dog becomes the reset. The side body gets long, the back body gets strong. Feel your quadricep muscles pushing your thighs back. Let your heels press towards the floor, though they may not ever have to touch. Let your head and your neck relax. Use your arms a bit. In your downward facing dog. One more breath here. And then look forward, bend your knees, and bring your feet to your hands. Take an inhale, half lift. Take an exhale, forward fold. Good. And then we stand again. Inhale, breathing, come all the way up. And exhale, breathing, and bring your hands to your heart center. Nice. So again, we're going to take the legs out wide. Good. We're going to take the arms out wide. Left toes turn forward, back to warrior two pose. Drop down into the position. Nice. Weight into the outside of the foot. Reverse the warrior a little bit quicker. Same sequence. Right? Extended side angle. Forearm down on the thigh. Take your right arm up over your head. Beautiful. Come back up to warrior two pose and straighten your left leg. Triangle pose. Now side body bend forward. Keep your legs straight and bring your left arm down. Take the right arm up into the air. Broaden and open up across your chest. Engage your leg muscles to power up the spine. To stack the right shoulder on top of the left. Reach your arms apart. Beautiful. Reverse the triangle, taking your torso back. Slide your right hand down, your right leg, lift your left arm up towards the sky. Come back to warrior two, and drop down. Maybe a little bit deeper. Upper body lighter though. A little bit more space into the upper body. Reverse it. Lift up, lean back. Reverse the warrior. Again, extended side angle. Forearm down on the thigh. Take the right arm up over your head. The left hip underneath you. Good. Come back up to warrior two. And straighten the leg. Right into triangle pose. Reach forward. Bring your hand down. Take your arm up. Good. Reverse the triangle. Take your torso. Lean it back. Nice. And one more time, warrior two. A little bit quicker, reverse the warrior. Lift up. Extended side angle. Forearm down on the thigh. Take the right arm up over your head. Good. Come back to warrior two. And straighten the leg. Triangle pose. Lean forward, left arm down, right arm up. Reverse the triangle. Take it back. And come back to the center. Good. Now turn your left toes, same direction as your right toes. So back to your wide stance here. Take a forward fold. Come down. Put your hands down on the floor. Reach for your legs. So you might be grabbing your calves only. Maybe it's your ankles. If you're flexible enough, you can grab down towards your heels or your feet and give yourself a little pull with your arms. At the same time, use your legs to take the tailbone up a little bit higher. Let the head and the chest hang down. Right. Starting to get your spine a little bit more in between your legs. A bit more of a prep for inversion and headstand and such. Take one more breath here. Nice. And then release your feet and sweep yourself up to a stand. Good. Turn your right toes to the right. So we're going to do all of that on the other side. Warrior two with your right leg bent. Right? Is your front leg. Eye gaze over your right fingertips. Your arms parallel to the floor. Good. Reverse the warrior. Lift the arm up. Lean away from your front leg. Good. Extended side angle. Forearm down on the thigh. Take your right arm up over your head. Push through your left bush. And get long onto your left side body. Beautiful. Come back to warrior two. And straighten your leg. Triangle. First one on this side. Reach forward. Bring the right hand down. Take the left arm up. If it's okay with your neck, look up and reach up through that top arm. Engage through your legs. Feel the muscles in your back. Pulling your torso back and let it hang forward. And then reverse it. Lift up, push into the ball of the foot, lift up and back. Reverse triangle. Nice. So again, second time, come back to warrior two. Your Abhadrasana two. Excellent. Reverse the warrior. Right arm up, lean back. Good, Kathy. Well done. Extended side angle. Take the forearm on the thigh. Good, Leslie. Left arm comes up over your head. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Back to warrior two and straighten the leg. Triangle pose. Side body bend forward. Put the right hand down onto the right shin. Take your left arm up. Good. Reverse the triangle. Nice, Emily. Lean back. Well done. Inner thighs engage. Good. And one more time. Warrior two. Good. Come back to warrior two. All right. Reverse the warrior. Lean back. Excellent. Extended side angle. Well done. Nice. And back to warrior two. Good. Straighten your leg. Triangle pose. Good. Reach forward with your right arm. Very nice. Good, Kathy. Take your left arm up. Good. Reverse the triangle. And now bring it back to the center. Turn your right toes once again in the direction of your left toes. And again, we're taking a forward fold. Put your hands down on the floor in front of you. We'll take the twist to the other side. Now walk to your right foot. Turn your right toes towards the back. Runner's lunge. Pick up your right arm. Open up and twist. And vinyasa. Right hand comes down. Take your right leg back to your left and lower down. Good. Inhale. Cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And recoup in your breathing. Now, through your nose. Good. 2 more breaths. So good. 1 more breath. Nice. And now look forward and bring your feet to your hands. Place your hands on your shins. Take an inhale. Fold. And exhale, fold. Don't worry about the camera or where you are. And inhale, bring yourself all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands again to your heart center. Again, wherever you are, just for a moment, stand with your eyes shut. Bring your hands to your heart center. Just let all that swirl, all that energy in the body. And then let's open our eyes and then turn back towards the camera and we'll balance in tree pose. So take yourself somewhere comfortable on your mat. You feel like you can be well balanced. Usually the softer surfaces, it's kind of hard sometimes if you're doing this on a carpet. But let's stand on our left leg for tree pose and take your right foot up. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Good. And then reach your arms up over your head into Vrikshasana. Very strong posture, strong pose for your left leg, your standing leg, for your spine, your back. Reach up through the crown of your head, reach up through your fingertips. And maybe it's a little bit of a swaying sensation as it can be. But we try and quiet our energy and find our inner stillness. See if we can bring that to our outer selves, the outer landscape of our body. Very, very tricky pose of balance. 1 more breath here. Take your hands together, bring them in front of your heart, remove your right foot, and place it down on the floor. Good. Your both feet once again grounded. You like that sensation of feeling the earth. Let's take it on the other side. So take that earthbound energy and just give it to your right leg. Place the sole of your left foot on the inside of the leg. You can use your hand to help. That's fine. Level your hips and then reach your arms up over your head. Good. Up through your fingertips. Be it a good day. It's always a good day in yoga. Just taking the time to explore your breathing, to engage and feel your body. And to get a snippet, an idea of just how good wellness feels. It feels good. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then bring your hands together and again, take them in front of your heart. Nice. Remove your left foot and place it down on the floor. Well done, everybody. Let's come down onto the ground, okay? So we'll take ourselves down to a ground-based practice here. So let's sit with our legs extended out in front of us, right here. Flex your both feet and engage your legs. So for our backs, we take our arms up over our head, Paschimottanasana, reach up through your fingertips, and now dive over your legs. Keep your back as flat as possible, as long as possible, And then drop your head and your chest down. Your hands can land on your legs, on the ground next to your legs, maybe even beyond your legs, your feet. Your knees might have to bend if you're feeling particularly tight in your low back. Approach this with a little bit of compassion. Don't force yourself into a depth that maybe your body just wasn't made to do. We find a tremendous amount of acceptance in our posture, in our bodies, in our practices. Relax your head and your neck. Don't let go of your breath. Hang on to that thought and everything. 3 more breaths. One more breath. And slowly slide your hands back towards your hips and use the strength of your arms to lift yourself up. Take your hands a little bit behind you. Turn your fingers the other direction. Dig your fingertips into the floor and lift your chest up. Push your legs down. Let your collarbones spread a little bit. Jut your chin up somewhat. Stretch out through your throat. Get your last little bit of extension here into your spine. Good. And then release. Good. Take your right leg and bend it. Place the sole of your right foot right on the floor, right next to your left leg. Bring your right hand behind you and lift your left arm all the way up. So get your rib cage to lift up, and then take your right arm on the outside of your left kind of knee, quad there, and use the arm against the leg to create a twist. Turn. Turn your chest. Drop your right sit bone back down into the floor. Take your eye gaze back behind you. And open up into this twisting position here. Extend, lengthen, and press your left leg into the floor. And maybe bring your eye gaze back behind your eye. And then very gently release, come forward, and we'll do the other side. So extend your right leg and bend your left. Place your left hand behind you, reach your right arm up, and bring your right arm outside of your left leg. Good. Make sure your left hand isn't too far back behind you. You don't want to be leaning back. So prop yourself up as best as you can and use the arm against the leg to get the turn in the spine. This is so invaluable for your spine, for the health of your back, and the many muscles that weave themselves in through the discs of your spinal column. See if you can take that twist a little higher up your back to your upper chest. Make it look back behind you. Nice. And then gently release this twist. Good. Now for our hips, take the soles of your feet together. So Baddha Konasana can be quite a bit. It's quite a bit, I know, on my hips. One good way of starting it is to start with your hands behind you, leaning into the arms, lifting your hips up and actually moving them towards your heels. Okay? At some point, it's going to be too much. Find your spot and then transfer your hands back out in front of you and reach for your feet or your ankles or your toes. Give yourself a very gentle pull and let your expectations go with this one. Drop your head and your chest in, giving your back a chance to open up. Then your hips and your inner thighs. See if you can let the kind of the weightiness of your knees get a little bit more into the legs and into the hips. Very, very deep hip stretch. Quite an amazing posture. Quite deep for the body, regardless of where you actually go. Some people touch their noses on the floor. That'll never happen in my life, but it doesn't make my experience of without value. 2 more breaths here. Soften along the back a bit. Don't play tug of war with yourself. Don't coax yourself into these positions. And then slowly lift yourself up. Oh, let's balance. Grab the big toes. Here we go. Now you're going to wish you were on a carpet, right? Lift your legs up. Ah! Lift your chest up. Oh my God. Maybe don't fall back and make sure there's nothing behind you. If you do, oh, who just fell? Somebody just fell. Somebody just fell. Well done. One more breath here. Beautiful. And then release. Release your legs. Good. And come down. Good. Take our way onto our backs. So real simple before Shavasana, pull your right knee into your chest. Interlace the fingers and grab the right leg a couple of inches below the knee. Use the weight of your arms and open up into your hip. Very simple hip compression pose, very nourishing for your digestive system to hold this stretch. Now try and flatten your back and your arms, your shoulders, your hips, your leg, everything on the ground. Good. One more breath. And then release. Take the right leg down. Do the same thing with the left leg. Right? Bring the left leg in. Give it a hug. Give it a little squeeze. A little pull, as if you're pulling the knee towards the shoulder, but keeping your hip on the floor at the same time. Make sure your right leg stays connected to the floor as well. Soften the joint of your left hip. Get in a little bit deeper, pulling the leg in. Very nice. Hold the left leg there, and now bring the right leg in, and give yourself a big old hug. For some, you can maybe reach back, grab your elbows, right? I do want you to lie back down on the ground. Get your head and as much of your back onto the floor. Tremendous compression into your belly as you squeeze your knees into your chest. Good. Release your knees, extend your legs directly up into the air, and then very slowly, engaging your belly, without arching your back, start lowering your legs down to the ground. And Shavasana. We will take a collective Shavasana here for a moment, okay, so that we can close class together. Let's just come onto our backs for just a few moments. Let your feet open up. Let your palms face up. And close your eyes and drift away. Letting the body take over now. Letting all the information that you gave it, allow it to be processed. Clear your mind, soften your breath, soften your muscles. We'll take just a couple of moments here in silence, just a little bit in stillness and in silence. Next inhale, stretch your arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms away from you, and stretch your whole body. Point your toes, arch your back, and give yourself a tremendous stretch along the back part of your body. Once again, bring your knees into your chest, hold them lightly, and roll along your back. Draw little circles with your lower back, your lumbar spine. That feels nice. And then take your hands under your knees, roll yourself up, and we'll take a seat for a moment. I'm sitting with my knees and heels together on the heels. Like you can sit cross-legged. Let the least dominant hand rest in the most dominant hand with your palms facing up somewhere on your lap. Let your shoulders find their way back as that form and that line in the body feels good and quite natural. We hold ourselves up collectively, taking our little practice here this afternoon to a close. For the last time, reach your arms up over your head. Your last little stretch here. Bring your palms together and take your hands back to your heart center. If you're feeling grateful, as I am to you, bring your chin into your chest. Thank you once again for our little Friday afternoon get together. We'll turn the sound up or unmute in just a moment. But many, 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 many thanks. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. And until next time, namaste.